In this exercise, we want to know how high a pile of garbage would be that's stacked on a football field. I'll look at some of the key phrases with you in this one. A small city produces 500,000 cubic feet of garbage per week. Now it says cubic feet. That's your key word, which oftentimes we'll write as, trying to get the pen right here, feet cubed. So we know that we have 500,000 cubic feet of garbage. Now, when you have cubic feet, that little 3 means 3 dimensions. I'll do the old famous drawing that many of us probably drew when we were kids and see if this will work out and sort of give you an idea. Now, this is an exaggerated situation. I'm going to make just a 3-dimensional box. So we know the garbage is 500,000 cubic feet. That's stacked up high. If it were stacked, if all the garbage were stacked on a 100 by 60 yard football field, how high would the pile be? Well, guess what? If we've got a football field, and let's just say the football field, since I've got that in blue, let's say the football field is this part right here, the bottom of this box. All right, that football field is 100 yards by 60 yards. And what makes that a little difficult, because I'm dealing with cubic feet, what I want to do is convert that to feet. I don't want to have yard feet. We don't talk about somebody being so many yard feet tall or so many feet yards tall. So I want to convert this to feet. It's easy to do that because remember that there are 3 feet in a yard. You can look this up if you've forgotten your conversions. There are 3 feet per yard. Here's that word per again. 3 feet in 1 yard. And for the 60 yards, for the 60 yards, there's 3 feet in that yard. So instead of just multiplying 100 times 60, which would give me square yards, I'm going to do it in terms of feet because the yards will strike out, and I end up with 100 times 3 times 60 times 3. And if you do the arithmetic on that one, you'd end up with 54,000 square feet. Square feet. That's a 2 there. Square feet because I got feet and feet right there. So I know that little area in blue is 54,000 square feet. And remember when we're talking about volume, stacking it up high, we got how wide the football field is, how long the football field is. We don't know how high. And the how high part is what we're trying to find out. So if I want to find out how high it is, I know that 500,000 feet, cubic feet, is how much volume the pile has. And again, I know that 54,000 feet, square feet, is how much the dimensions of the football field are. So if I divide those out, here's what happens. Think like you did in Math 70 when you think of feet cubed. I've got feet times feet times feet, just like x times x times x. If you think in terms of square feet, that's feet times feet. So 2 sets of those will cancel out, and that leaves you with the word feet right here. So basically, if I divide that 500,000 by 54,000, I'll get the height of how high that pile of garbage is. Remember the dimensions when you're doing cubic. It's how wide, how long, and how high. We got the wide and the long with the football field is 54,000 square feet. We know the final volume with the how high is 500,000, so if we divide that out, we'll get the height of the pile. Again, if that still gives you difficulty, you'll need to sit down with someone who can help you one-on-one in person. Hopefully this will help you a little bit.